on that specific reel. Oh, so we're live.
So, hey everyone.
Hello, everyone. If they come in, they'll come in through the little chat thing. They'll say hi.
Okay. Well, you and I can just chat till some people find us.
Yes.
But
Hello, we have started this going live. We're going to continue and document our success to 100,000 in sales.
yes. So I got to do my numbers for week 2 and week 3 to see where I am. So, Jen,
start off at whatnot.
Huh?
Do you want to start off with whatnot training? Did you go to the training?
Is there another training?
There was a training last week, and I uploaded the whole video on my YouTube channel.
Oh, is that? I saw that when I was on your YouTube channel, so I'm gonna go look at that.
It's a long video. It's 1 hour. That's why it hasn't got like a lot of views, but it's filled with information because they went over. They know that our sourcing is very hard for whatnot. So I was really happy that they recognize that, and they went over goals, and they went over their seller analytics. So there's seller analytics that you should have by now if you log on to whatnot on the computer on the dashboard. You're going to go down to seller analytics, and that gives you the information of how many people bought in your show, who are your highest buyers, how long you've been on. It's very similar to eBay.
Okay.
And so that is data that you're going to need to know what to do to pivot. It's on whatnot, how to get more people in. So, and it also showed me how much I made on whatnot all last year. So I was really sick in July, and I got approved on whatnot at the end of August. So from August to December, I grossed $11,000 on whatnot. 90% of that's sales, and that's not profit. That's not counting cost of goods. But because that's the number one thing that people are like, how much is that go to your account? And a lot goes into that answer, and I just don't feel as a business owner I need to explain that part. I don't mind.
I see, and the thing is, I kind of think I do have to explain it because I quit a job. That I made, close to 80 grand a year. I was a public school teacher, tenured, and I walked away from that. And people are like, they see me doing it, and they're like, how much money do you make? So, when I don't, it's like so whenever I see numbers, I am kind of like, if I see like, oh, you're 100K reseller, to me, you are you made 100,000 after your platform fees, after your cost of goods. Now that's not after taxes, not after Uncle Sam, because that's how my teacher brain works. I made 80,000 was my contract salary, but that was before taxes.
Right.
So that's kind of how. So when people are like, I'm making 250,000 reselling,
that's
I'm like,
in their bank account. And
but you've ordered 2 like Nordstrom semi trucks full of clothing, and are you making any money, or are you just a hoarder? So
right. So I want to be very clear and be as transparent as possible. But I have a niche on Bath and Body Works, and I have to be very careful because what I do is not a secret. It's online. If you really put the work into your business, and this is where I might ruffle some feathers, but I'm okay.
Oh, we have friends.
Oh,
2 people.
Oh,
whoa! 2 people. I'm Stephanie,
and I am Jennifer,
and we're both resellers. And so and if you didn't notice, we are women and we are Black. But that is neither here nor there. We're here for everyone. But we wanted to create, and we're not like rich and famous and have 100K following. So hence we're excited about 2 people.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
so
I
we're
can't see them.
trying to get to 100K this year, and hopefully we can bring some of y'all along on the journey. Definitely follow me, follow Jen's YouTube. It's linked in the description. And we're just Jen is like a whatnot guru. So I'm just sitting here taking notes.
Mhm.
And there is a link in my description for a reseller Zoom. So if you fill out that Google form, um I'm gonna schedule some Zooms so that we can like chat back and forth, and like this is like a checking in point. Like we can set some goals, set an intention for the week,
Mhm.
and we can like meet back next week and talk about what we did, what worked, what didn't work, and what's
Yeah.
selling, what's not. Let's do this. Let's make all the money like Jen does.
Yes. You're so funny.
Mhm.
So funny. So when I got onto Whatnot, well, let's do the story. I got denied 6 times. I had surgery July 4th, and I was stuck in bed, and that's when I saw all the resellers jump on Whatnot. I was like, what is this? What is this website? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
I jumped on it, and I had a time at that time to go in shows, kind of get familiar with the community. So I applied, denied. I applied again, denied. Fourth time, I mean, it was denied. Fifth time, denied. Sixth time, denied. By the sixth time, I was all like, I have to make them like want me. So I did a reel that I spent too much money and I'm in Whatnot jail. They responded. They thought it was hilarious. And they were
Mhm.
like, apply again. Okay. I was like, all right. I applied again and I got approved like within the next morning, and I was already in orientation. So those 4 weeks of waiting to get approved, I spent probably 80 hours a week on Whatnot. And I grew to 900 followers. And I really think that right there really helped me get that customer base. Even though my first 15 shows, I made horrible money, I had 20 to 30 people every show, but I was making like $50 for
Right.
shows.
And
It
that's
was
kind of
horrible.
where I am.
So you're right at the point where you wanted, like, where I wanted to say, this is just not for me. Like, this is
That
just not, this ain't working for me. That one night, Stephanie, where I was like, this is for the birds. Like I made $30. I was like, and then my friend was all like, show me the shoes that you're selling, the Crystal Bear.
uh-huh.
And then I went online. And I did a show. Hold on. I did a show, and I ended up showing her the shoes. All these people came in. Nothing was listed. I didn't advertise. This was a random pop up just to show my friends some shoes. And I ended up starting like at 10 o'clock at night. I didn't finish until 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh
I
wow.
sold over 100 pairs of shoes and grossed over $1,200. It was like, ever since that show, it just propelled everything else.
Yeah.
And I think that is what's going on with you. You're going to get one show that is going to take off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's a road to get there. And I think the road was faster at the beginning when I started, and now the road is very long.
Right. Cuz
It's
I
multiple shows of really bad sales to hit that one show that's going to propel you.
well, I'm also kind of like, cuz I do well on Posh Shows. It's
Mhm.
weird.
And I
Like
suck at Posh Shows. I'm
um but,
horrible at
but
Posh
I'm even learning like with the Posh Shows which ones like are successful. Like plus size is my jam.
Shows. Mhm.
Period. It's to the point like I'm not even sourcing things that are small anymore.
Oh.
Extra small because I can look at my spreadsheet and I can look what's left on the rack at the end of and what people ask for. And that's one thing if you're not doing live shows,
Mhm.
I am recommending that people just give it a try, even if you're like sucking at life like me at whatnot, because
Mhm.
but I'm not going to let myself get discouraged again.
Right.
See, what I wasn't really discouraged at first, because I was starting to build some traction and whatnot. But then I went to Posh Fest. I met all my PFFs. I got super excited, and then I started Posh Shows like right when I got back. And my very first Posh show, I made over $1,000, and I was like hooked. And even though I'm a full-time reseller, I still get some hustle money from another job. Like all reselling isn't, I got a kid in college. She back there. I got a kid in college. So I have
like I still work too. I don't have kids, but I still do my nursing career because it's guaranteed money, it's good money, it's stable money. And I'm not worried, oh my God, what if I don't have enough, because my cost of living here is probably 5 times the amount what you're paying.
Probably.
My gas bill, I just got to notice that it is going to be tripling. Okay. My gas bill was probably an average, I don't know, $70 to $100 tops. For a 2,400 square foot home. It's going to go up to $300 to $400 because something's wrong with the gas company. They're not getting the gas where they usually go. Eggs here in California are $10.
I feel like I want to go buy you guys eggs and send them to you. Because I see that shit on Instagram and I'm like, WTF. I just got like 36 eggs for like $7 at Costco. Like, why is the food so expensive there?
We got chickens, literally.
I was like, is it because there's like a cow across the street from me and a farm that the food is so cheap? But
it's just, I remember eggs being 99 cents a carton when I grew up.
I was like, those poor children in California and New York are not going to have Easter egg hunts.
No.
Because eggs are too expensive. I mean, seriously, like I saw something, I don't know if it was real or fake, but it was like $10.99 on the free. And I'm like, oh.
Bacon is like $15.99.
Bacon is kind of expensive here too. It's been creeping up. It's not like that. You could get like a 4-pack at Costco probably for like $20. But I'm like, Jesus, say it ain't so. I'm like,
so I think it's okay to like let people know that we work and we resell.
You're right.
I think we need to be because I know from my accountant exactly how much I need to make to quit my job.
Right.
It used to be $10,000 a month in sales, which I would do 5,000 back into the business, and then 5,000 I would take a cut as a payroll, and I would not do an LLC, which is not good for me in California. It would be better to do an S corp because of where I live. It's not it's not that LLC is bad. It's just LLC in California. I have to pay over $1,000. It doesn't protect me as much. Like if I get sued, it's not beneficial. Like the benefits don't weigh in my financial situation. Also, you have to go to a tax professional, a CPA, to know where you
we have 2 people, and I think that's another difference. Like you live in California and I live in the Midwest in Indiana, so cost of living is completely different.
Yes.
But also my spouse and I do this together. So we are an S corp because there's 2 people. So essentially, we have a tax ID number. I'm essentially the chief operating officer, and he gets a payroll from me every Monday. He gets paid, and if we have the money, I take a salary too. If we don't, because we have to have a baseline in the account to operate our business. But if I don't have enough funds for me to get a salary that week, then I don't get one. But he gets one every week.
Okay, good.
He's my employee, and sometimes I'm like, why am I paying you? But
also with me, it's a one-woman show. I know for me to scale, I have to hire off the bat. Am I at that point that I have to hire? Yes. I'm at full capacity right now. I listed 400 items last month, 100 items per week. listed, and it was a struggle bus plus doing whatnot shows. So I definitely need
So
a
have you thought about
VA.
the VA?
Huh?
Do you have a VA, or are you doing that all by
All
yourself?
by myself. I do everything.
Because
Photos.
before I had my husband, I had a VA
How
that
did that work?
I loved it. I loved it. I went through Upwork.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my person was like in the Philippines or somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The first girl I had, she was amazing. I
Mm-hmm.
don't come for me in the comment. Actually, our 3 friends, like, say hi to us in the comments. Let us know where you're from.
You
But
can see them, but I can't for some reason.
oh,
I don't know if you didn't put the chat public, or I don't know, but I can't see them.
oh, let's see.
Maybe if I go to your YouTube channel.
This is my first time friend, so if it's jacked up, nope, the chat's not private.
Okay.
So after we close this out, it will be on our YouTube channel?
It'll be on yours, and if
Okay.
you want to send it to me, you can. But
Okay.
but you don't have to. Like, if you don't want to, because I want to build yours up. You know.
Okay. Hi,
Um.
Thrifty Trick. Hello.
Hello. Let me go to your YouTube channel so I can see it.
Okay. So, but yes, before my husband came on board, we had, even at first when we had a VA, and so he would take the pictures and measurements, and we'd send them to oh, my sister's in here.
Oh, okay.
So we would take the pictures and measurements and send them to her, and then so it was a Google Doc or a Google album. Oh, thank you, friend. Go like and sub Jen as well.
Thank you.
But so, and then she would create the listings on and list perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would share them out to the other platforms. So all of our listings are created in List Perfectly. I do not have an affiliate code yet. So if Jen does, use hers. That's one of my goals for creating revenue, is to start getting some affiliate links. I mean, I don't want to be one of those resellers that has like 52 affiliate links and they're like,
yeah,
Hello Fresh, try this, try that.
Have
Sign up for Chime. Get this beauty box. Like, drink this wine. I don't want to be one of those people, because that's annoying. But I would like to the products that I use for reselling that I feel are beneficial.
Yeah. Now I have Vendu as my sharing service. I like them. And also, did you know on eBay you can actually create a login for an employee just to list?
Yes.
So I think if I get a VA, I would do it that way, so I can like cut it off. Like, if we, it's easier.
So that's what the first girl I had before I had List Perfectly. Yeah. That's what we did, was through eBay. And then she also, I just had to step out on faith and like trust her, because she would copy it and paste it to Poshmark as well. That was back when I was only on 2 platforms.
Okay.
But then when I decided to get another VA again, I tried to get her back, but she had too many jobs or something. I was on List Perfectly by that point. So I was like, I'm going to do it through List Perfectly. And then whenever we let them go, for whatever reason, we just don't need them, we're on vacation, we're all caught up, whatever. I've not had a bad experience on Upwork. Everybody that I've hired, I would hire again. So definitely, if you're looking for a VA, check out Upwork. But I changed the password on List Perfectly. So I changed the password on List Perfectly, and then I go on Upwork and end their contract.
Oh, okay.
You don't get no 2 weeks notice with Stephanie. I'm like Salesforce. We will clean out your desk and send you your stuff. Like, you're not going to get an opportunity to delete all my listings. So, and when this is just me with my employees, like the lovely lady I had during, the first lady, I know why we got rid of her. The pandemic happened.
Oh,
Um, and so we were at home all day and we weren't sourcing. Like we ran out of stuff to source, so there was no need for a VA. And she had messaged me that her community was just basically stricken. She could only go to market one day a week. So what I did was I just kept sending her a salary for
wow.
like the rest of the month. Like
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
paid her for another month because I was still working, and if I can be a blessing to someone who's in,
You.
dire straits, like I'm like, oh crap, I fired this girl. It's a pandemic, a global pandemic, and she
Yeah.
has no other income. Like,
Was she
but
grateful?
she was very grateful. She sent me a great message, and that's why and that's the thing, you want to build those relationships with people because of course she wants to work for me. Anytime I
Yeah.
go post a job on Upwork, she's like, Miss Stephanie, I'm available, or I will be available in 3 weeks. Like, because you treat someone well,
Yep.
they want to work for you. We've all had great bosses that we do anything for, and
Yeah.
we've had shitty ones where we're like, whatever, that's
Yeah.
not my job description.
Right.
Mm.
That's true. That's true. That is so true. So I do know for me to scale, I would have to do that. So I don't know if those two goals are for this year, but I know that eventually I'm going to have to do it. Most likely it will have to come for this year because there's a lot of things that I have in my mind that I cannot do because my business, I would have to stop my business. But when I jumped on Whatnot, I totally fell off like Poshmark. I liquidated all of my items, got rid of everything, and started from fresh. So I sold, I think on my dashboard on Whatnot, is over 1,800 items last year in 6 months. Um,
So do
my
you know what
sales,
your average sale price is?
$6.
Okay.
And per item. Now these are items that were sitting in my inventory
Mhm.
because I don't know about you, but when the pandemic hit, the first 3 months of the pandemic in 2020, it was fire. It was
Right.
fire sales, fire. Like
Yeah, it was good.
sales were booming, everyone was buying, and then it fell off. It went.
Well, that's because we all ran out of stuff. We couldn't
Mhm.
source, so all the good stuff was bought up.
What was gone. People were starting YouTube channels because everybody was at home. TikTok went viral. I mean, TikTok was already popular, but it boomed in 2020. But I never got on the TikTok train. I was never into short film content,
Mhm.
And I still think that TikTok is a platform that I'm struggling to be successful on. I haven't figured out the algorithm there yet, but I'm learning little by little. But I can't get more than 200 views on my videos. I just can't. So, but that's all right. Uh,
Mhm.
so I think that there's a lot of things because you're doing well on Poshmark and I'm doing well on Whatnot. So we will be, I think we're a perfect team because we can
Yes.
feed off of one another. And
Yeah.
I think with live selling in general, but specifically with Whatnot, I need to do a YouTube video of this because this is my goal. Is how to market your show for a Whatnot because there's a lot of steps that I think you need to play. I have two different type of show styles. One where I just pull my clothing from a bin, I show it to them. If you guys want to say yes, nothing's loaded. I don't even advertise at all. Then I have Bath and Body Works, which is everything is loaded, with pictures, more than 100 items. My buy it now is filled to the brim.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm advertising days before, and I'm hitting my last Bath and Body Works show. I have 360 bookmarks,
Oh, quiet.
and
Yeah.
so it is working the type of marketing that I'm doing. The number one tool that you need to do to market your show is MetroCool. MetroCool. Let me type it in the chat. and it's free. 99% of stuff that I'm going to tell you is FREE. Okay.
I love free 99. That is the price is right.
Yes. So Metro Cool. Let me type it in the chat. COOL.com. Or you can use the app. It's the same. There we go.
And I know because I've got a little following on Posh Shows, and I admit some of that has come from I was a speaker at Posh Fest.
Right.
And so I gained a huge, I already had over 100K, and then I went to speak at Posh Fest, and everybody who came to my session followed me because my closet name was up there and my information. So,
yeah. So Metrocool, what that does, you're gonna link all of your social medias, Instagram, Facebook.
So is it like the other one? Linktree? Is it like a Linktree kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
So this app, what it does, it gives you data on all of your platforms. How many people are coming to Instagram, where people are finding you. And this is very valuable information because I found out that Instagram is my #1 platform. Next is YouTube. So when I post a video on YouTube and then I go to Instagram and say, hey, I have a new video on my YouTube channel, 50% of my watchers come from Instagram.
Okay.
So that's information that you need to know when it comes to your Whatnot shows, right? So also on your Whatnot, you can make a story, right? That's very important.
So the story is a show, like the story, like when you create the show where you upload a video, is that where you're talking about story?
No. So let's go to my Whatnot account and I'll show you.
Jen's gonna get us all right on Whatnot.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, it's kind of blurry.
Yeah.
It's kind of blurry. But if you go up to your profile and you click on it.
I'm gonna go on my phone and look.
You're gonna click on it and you'll be able to make a story.
So what do you put in your story?
My show.
Okay.
So what I do is I create a video of my show and I put it on there every day. Right now in my stories on Whatnot, I loaded up my buy it now. That's another tip that I learned from the Whatnot training is to fill up your buy it now on your store on Whatnot. You can now list there.
I've been listing.
So you need to list there because eventually that's going to show up on Google search.
Okay.
So that's very, very important. I just on my stories on Whatnot, I put my Bath and Body Works and 100 people have viewed it. 100 people. And all day today, I'm getting followers and I'm not even on the app at all. Okay. So this stuff matters. This is how I get sold out Bath and Body Works. This is the marketing that I do behind it. Okay. I go to Metricool. Let's go back to there. Metricool is going to give you all of your analysis and all of these numbers you need to interpret. You can't just get all of these numbers and then what do I do with it? Like, why is this important? Or okay. No, you need to know which platform you're getting the most views at. And how are you going to know that if you don't have data? And then it's really cool because it gives you everything in one spot.
Okay.
This app told me that I should start a Facebook group. And I was like, a Facebook group? I said, why should I start one? So I did. I started Whatnot Seller Group. And I have already gained 200 followers in 2 months.
Okay.
So there is another tool that I can post my show to, right?
Right.
So I didn't know all this until you have data. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah. So and then there is once you start posting, you are gonna want to load your whole store. Load your whole store.
Is there a limit?
On Whatnot?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No. I've had 120 items was my highest Bath and
Okay.
Body Works show. And then I used to be anti giveaways. I never gave away.
I hate a giveaway.
I used to be anti giveaways, guys.
I'm like, come in here and get these deals.
I wouldn't give away shit, like literally.
I will.
Okay, but I will tell you this. Why is somebody calling me? Like busy. You know when you tell people you're busy.
I'm on YouTube.
I know, exactly.
Tell them you're spilling this tea with the queen.
Exactly. So what was I saying now? See, it got me off track. Damn. So you really need to load your store, make sure everything is there, and giveaways. I will be honest, my giveaways, I just logged on to say hello and I have to finish cooking, but I'll be back later. Yes, and this will be up on 3Queens channel, so you can come back and rewatch it.
Miss Howard.
Yay. So is that your sister?
Send the plate this way.
Is that your sister?
No.
Oh.
And with those $10 eggs.
Exactly.
Nobody will be bringing deviled eggs to the picnic this summer.
So giveaways work. The last couple shows I've had giveaways and they work. They work in the point where I've gotten on Whatnot probably 200 followers in 4 days, and I'm not giving away I gave away stocks. I gave away like cheap shit. Now,
so this is what I've been giving stuff away at the start. I do one giveaway at the start, and then so I've been giving away the Burt's Bees, and I have a variety of flavors. Strawberry is a fan favorite, but I can't.
But I want to get you people into your show. So why don't we do this? What is the number one clothing that you have a lot of? Because you said you have plus size. I want you to do a show of 100 pieces.
Okay, of plus size pieces.
Can you do that? Do you have enough?
I mean, I can get enough.
And then I want you, hear me out.
Okay.
I want you to give away AirPods.
I don't even have AirPods.
I know it hurts, Stephanie. I know it hurts. I know I can hear it in your voice. You're like, this bitch is fucking crazy.
I want AirPods.
I want them too. I swear to God, if you do this and you market it the way it's supposed to be, 100-piece plus size show, which I've seen on Whatnot, which has been filled with people, filled to the brim. Okay. Mama Chicky does it all the time, and her shows are filled. I'm talking 100 to 200 people. Okay.
So, how about like a gift card?
Okay, but it'll have to be $100 gift card. You have to go big. You have to go big, Stephanie, or go home. You have to do something that's really gonna hook them.
I don't know, chat people. What do you guys? What? What do you think, chat people? Like, the Stephanie?
I know it hurts, and I know, but this is what I would tell you if I was in your position to get these people into your room. I know it wasn't this way on Whatnot like 5 months ago. You wouldn't have to do this.
Yeah.
But now it's gotten to a point where it's so competitive. You need to make your show pop. And not only will you be giving away $100 gift card or the AirPods, whichever that you decide, you need to give away other giveaways on top of that. So that's what even hurts even more. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when do you give away $100? Because you can't give
it
away
in the middle of the show.
I was like, you can't give it away in the first 5 minutes.
Don't give it at the beginning and don't give it at the end, because people will leave and only come back to the end. You're going to give it as a surprise right in the middle of the show, and don't wait the 5 minutes.
Okay.
But that's going to hook, line, and sink them. I'm telling you, it's going to work. I'm telling you. But you need to do something that is unique. Lululemon sells very well on Whatnot. I have access to it, but I haven't jumped that hurdle. I might do it. I have a Lululemon. If you get Lululemon belt bags and you run those for $1 in your show in between, you're gonna sell them, not give them away. And that's a good one too, because people will come for those bags. But I really do think if you did a 50-piece or 100-piece plus size on Whatnot and you market the way that I'm gonna tell you, get Metrocool. You're gonna download that app. The second app that you need is CapCut, and let me put that into the chat. CapCut, because what I see on your social media a lot is that you have the little water sign of TikTok or Instagram when you repost, and that automatically tells Instagram not to push out that video because it has that little emblem. So you need that off of it. And so you can do all of your videos into CapCut. You link all of your social medias and then you just repost it. So it's very easy to repost.
So the Metrocool
it's going to tell you where to post.
And then the CapCut is going to take the watermark off.
You're going to do all your videos into that app and then you can just transfer very, very quickly.
Okay.
So it's a one-shot go, and it's going to take off that watermark. I'm very bad at it when I transfer Instagram videos to YouTube.
And that's something that I want to do because, like, quite frankly, I'm old and tired, and all these social media platforms, I just want to sell used clothes. If I didn't have to go on anything to market myself, I wouldn't, but it is what it is, and
you have to market. It makes a difference. I make very good money doing this, like the sales, the revenue that I get. For me to flip $100 into my Bath and Body Works and flip it to $500 to $700 on lotions and sprays is very good. You can't compare the profit margin with lotions and sprays to clothing because it's two different categories.
Yeah.
But lotions and sprays and candles, to flip it from $1 that I'm paying to $10, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's amazing, right?
And so I'm ready.
I know that I'm giving you chest pain, but if you don't,
I'm gonna have to sleep on this $100.
If you don't want to do the $100,
homegirl back here needs a chemistry book. So,
but I'm telling you, if you do this, if you do this type of show with these tips, you're gonna gross easily $2,000 in sales, easily, and that's on the low side. It's gonna come back to you. But you need a giveaway that's going to attract buyers. Buyers, people.
So I saw like Nicole State had a thing where she was giving away AirPods, and then she would send people over to another show, raid someone who was giving away AirPods, and then they would send. And my thing is, it sounds like a good idea in theory. But if you're just sending like people from show to show, like, are those necessarily organic buyers, or are they just like there to try to get the AirPods? Like,
from what I saw, they're buyers. They're buyers. My buyers in Bath and Body Works, I don't know if an AirPod or, because 99% of my people that come,
I want AirPods or $100. Okay, Martha.
Yeah, so like 99% of my customers that come to my Bath and Body Works.
Could you do 50, Martha? Could you do 50?
No, not 50.
Eggs are $10.
It can't be 50. Stephanie, it has to be. I'm trying to get you up there. I want you to have 100 people in your room, and I want you to know what it feels like to have that. I also did 100 item giveaway show on New Year's Eve. That put me into the hole of $300. Now, what did it do to me? Did I gain all the followers? I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I did gain followers, but not enough that I would do that again. Eggs cost $50.
She's not lying though.
Yeah, so I know it seems hard, Stephanie, but it would need to be a gift. Like, okay, if you don't want to do the $100 gift card, you don't want to do the AirPods. I was thinking of you to do it an iPad, but I know that kind of was going to choke you up, like right in here.
It is. My heart is like racing.
Yeah,
I'm like
I can feel it from off the screen. You're like,
I'm like, see, you don't know how cheap I am, Jen.
No, I do.
And these bills that I have here, like,
you know how cheap I am, and the bills that I have too.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I get it. You got to spend money to make money.
Exactly. If you don't take the risk, and that goes back to success. This is one of the things that Steve Harvey said that really stuck with me. Success is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When you're doing well, it's uncomfortable. When you take risk, it doesn't feel good. And every time I do something that is uncomfortable, it works for me.
Right.
I want to give away a TV on Whatnot. That is my long-term goal. If I make 10,000 followers,
I'm gonna just give away a damn house. Just
everyone looks at me
like
everyone looks at me like a TV. Like my husband's all like, "Are you nuts?" I go, "I'm gonna do it." I don't know how shipping will be. My dream is to have Best Buy sponsor me. Like I have big dreams. Like I would love to do it in the store and have Best Buy sponsor the TV. I thought maybe I could ship it to have them pick it up at the closest Best Buy near their house so I don't have to ship it.
Right.
There's so many brainstorming things that I really want to I want to think outside the box, because the more you think outside the box, the more you look different on Whatnot, it's going to make you shine. Right now is the time that you need to do something drastic to make you shine.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do any of these ideas, that's fine.
No,
but
I do. I'm going to implement them all, Jen.
Or this is the number one thing that you can do and it won't cost you any money. Okay. You can pick another category that no one has done before. So for example, I want to go to the food category and do Mexican candies. No one's done that before. I've been preaching hair weaves for a long time. Finally, we have one seller that is from a salon. He just got approved 2 weeks ago and he's selling hair weaves. No one's doing that before. Wedding dress show. No one's doing that before. Accessories to is wedding dresses. No one's done that before, because I was the first one to do the leap and do Bath and Body Works. There are people who have done it after me. They don't last. 2 reasons why. They don't have enough inventory. They can only find it once in a while. They don't have access to it like I do on a regular basis, like 7 days a week. I can get candles for $9 at Bath and Body Works every day of the whole year. I don't have to wait until candle day. Okay. Number 2, it's backbreaking work because you physically have to go and source it yourself. Right. There's no pallets. There's no hookup that I get. I don't literally I have to go to 5 stores, 10 stores a week, in a 30-mile radius of my house. And those are the reasons. So if you can do something that's never been done on Whatnot and you have a lot of access to it to keep up with it, do it.
Well, I kind of want to stick with, I want to do plus size, because I want something that I can do on both platforms. And that because I'm already really successful with plus size on Poshmark.
Okay.
I want to be just kind of double that, put my hands in both cookie jars, and because get that success. And I'm looking into plus size palettes. We got our first palette
How was that? Because I gave you all the information.
You did, Jen did. And then it turns out they have a warehouse 45 minutes from us. So
yes, I'm so excited because I do thorough research.
Yeah.
I don't.
And I don't. I just buy shit. So
I do thorough. research. I'm very picky about what I recommend, who I send, like people. Like I'm very and that is one that I've bought for and they've shipped to my house. So I knew that they don't lie. It's not like a joke. It's not damaged stuff. It's for real, for real. It's from
No.
Target.
And everything I got
Was it
was
good or
new with
bad?
tag.
Huh?
Everything we got was new with tag. The pickup process, we paid $250. We got like 700 pieces because we went to pick it up. We didn't have to pay shipping, and that's $250 with like all they have a service charge or whatever.
Okay.
After you win the auction, so we drove over there. It's pouring down rain, and we loaded up my husband's truck and then put the remainder in the trunk of my car and brought it home and sorted it out, and we've been selling it. I had almost all the plus size pieces are gone.
Wow.
Almost all the men's pieces are gone. I have a lot of small sizes, and I have about 200 pieces of kids clothes that are new with tag. So I haven't had a show with those yet. I imagine they will go, but
so did you make your money back?
Oh yeah. And I still have a room full of it and 2 rooms full of it.
Okay. So is it worth it to go do it again?
Yeah, I'm actually watching some pallets that end tomorrow.
Good.
So one of them is just at $100. It has no bids on it. So if it gets down to no bids tomorrow, I'm gonna get it for $100 because it's 700
and this is why people say you can't say where you get pallets or liquidation, and people get upset. Please don't say it out on here, because then you're gonna get 30 people gonna go to that website and they're gonna bid it up, and then it's not gonna be
right.
Do you see now why people have to gatekeep? Like that's why people have to gatekeep. So I find it very
understand, because I was watching somebody's YouTube video before we came on, and they had the Nordstrom pallets, and they went to the place to get it. And I sit here and wrote down all the notes. I looked up the factory where the pallets are. I've figured out how to. We would have to fly there, rent a truck, drive back. Like I'm gonna go get my pallets too from there. Like their little hidey hole is gone because they've which you talk about research, it's work, but it's not. I mean, you got Google and your phone is in your hand. Like it's
but people want to be spoon fed. I've gotten a lot of heat from Bath and Body Works. Where you get it, you must know someone. They reported me to whatnot for stolen goods multiple times. So like in my show I just had, they were like, how old is the Bath and Body Works? I go, 2 weeks. I just got it from the store. Like when I tell people I get it from the store, the look on their face is like, how do you sell it for so low?
Well,
like they're not a business, and it's kind of like McDonald's does not go to Burger King and teach them their secret sauce.
Right, yeah.
That's just not gonna happen. Right. And if you want to go out there and hustler and you want to go out there and get it, I'm sorry to say, I don't mean to offend, get off your ass and go do it. Like no one has taught me anything. I have self-taught myself, Canva, YouTube, where to go source. I have spent hours and hours and hours of my free time finding out how to do things in my business. Because failure is not an option. I don't have the luxury to not make this work. This has to work for me, or I'll be eating in the poorhouse. Like
right, yeah.
So
I think so many people want to get involved in reselling, and I tell people I feel like there's 3 levels. There's the hobby where you're just gonna sell the things from your house. That's awesome. Your kids grow out it. Those are my moms that do garage sales and things every summer. That's where the kind of community I live in the Midwest. We have a neighborhood garage sale. People put their stuff out there. That's cool. And then you have like kind of the intermediate, like the part-time, like side hustle person where it's a fun little thing, but if they don't list, it's okay because they have another job. then you have us. We're like, shit, I need this money. I got some bills. Like, this is
Right.
what I do.
Right.
I might do some other things to bring in income, but this is what we do.
Right.
So when I hear take $100 and give it away on a gift card, that's coming out
It
of
hurts.
our
It
3Queens
hurts.
resale budget. Like, that's $100 in inventory.
Yeah.
So, but if it's going to yield, it's kind of like buying a Jiffy steamer. I
I
paid
think
300.
it's going to yield you a bunch of new followers, a
Yeah.
bunch of new buyers, not just
Yeah.
followers, buyers. And I think you're going to see the profits soar and you're going to be like, damn, Jennifer not only taught me where to go get shit. Now let's go get more $100 gift cards.
Right. Okay. So I'm kind of looking into a plus size palette. So I probably would wait.
Yeah, you can wait because
And
you're gonna have to do it with your husband. See, you have help. I haven't done the $100 or AirPods yet because I don't have the second person yet. Like I said, I would need to hire. My mom has volunteered to help me if I do a show that big. But you will definitely need your husband in the comments, like on the computer, so he can respond to the comments and be there because 100-piece or even a 50-piece show on Whatnot is a lot.
mm-hmm.
And you're giving away all these giveaways and it's a lot. You need a second person. You can also do if you don't want to do the $100 or the AirPods yet, anyone that bids more than $30 or more gets a free gift. That is working.
But see, so that has pros and cons. I like the idea of giving out. I was watching the Deal Queen, so if you guys know who she is, but she had a drawing, like every three items she did a drawing, and so that was unlocking free shipping for people, or not free but discounted shipping for people. But then she was, if you bid over $30, you got a free gift too. So she was doing both of them
right
in the show. I don't have money like that, but
now yes, but now the free gifts was that you can go to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General, get the face mask, get like they come in a packet of 5 for like $1. And you can also go online to dollargeneral.com and get really cheap like giveaways. Ross had their big giveaway sale that where all their clearance is $1. It was horrible over here in Southern California. Police were called. It was a madhouse. It was ghetto trashy. I went to 5 Ross's, and I'm not into retail arbitrage. I don't like going into a retail store, buy stuff to like resell. I've just never been down with that type of business model. People do it and make really good money. I'm not downing. It's just not for me. Right. I would rather source at a thrift store or go to its liquidation. It's just easier and more convenient. But I'm so happy that you're happy with that company. I love them. I've bought numerous boxes because for them to ship to me would be $500 in shipping. Like if I would have bought it's a Target palette.
Yeah.
It would have been $500 in shipping. Plus, let's just say if I get that one, that's $100. So that raises up my cost of goods. Anything to California is always like special. So I'm not ready for that. That is what's holding me back. It's the shipping. But the boxes I'll do all day long.
But there's a lot of places give away eggs. Yeah. There's a lot of places in California that you guys can get pallets from that you could drive to. See,
yes.
That's where we have. Chicago is about 3.5 hours away, so we can get some from up there. And then, Plainfield, Indiana, has the Target distribution center is there, like for the Midwest. So, that is not the pallet place, but it's right.
I kind of wonder how much if I bought one and then you go pick it up for me, you just ship me in boxes. I wonder how much that would cost.
Yeah.
Probably a lot. I'll have to check on that.
Yeah.
and then I'll pay you, of course, for your time.
Because I thought about, well, I'm selling all of this palette because I thought about doing mystery boxes when we were getting it. I was like, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to do
Don't
this.
do mystery boxes.
And I'm just, the pieces are selling. I have 46 cents into each piece.
Damn. So how much do you started off on Poshmark?
So depending what it, because I had some coats and they were new with tag. So they I had a coat that's retailed at like $87. So
Ooh.
I started at 15, which I thought was like good. I think it went for like 27.
That's good.
That I mean, I want people to get a deal. I got a deal, but I want to make some money. This is
so new with tags sell better on I think you can do UPS freight for a reasonable price. Thank you, Stacy. I'm gonna write that down. UPS freight. I've never looked into that. Thank you.
To ship the pallets from the plant to my house, and I live less than an hour from it, was $250.
And to me, it's 500 and something, and they'll put it in the street. They won't put it on my driveway. So to get a pallet jack, it's 250.
Right. Yeah. I didn't have a pallet jack or anything like. Yeah. So
it's because my husband and my mom, they keep pushing me, do pallets, but they don't understand it's manual labor.
So we manually, because
you have to just manually take it out.
Yeah, we manually took it out of the pallet box there and left the pallet in the big box. Like, they really don't want you to do that. They want you to take your ish and go because there's people. But we couldn't fit that in our truck, that big old box. So we just emptied it out into the truck.
And were they mad?
No, I mean, I make friends with people wherever I go. So he was like, I got you, Miss Stephanie.
Oh.
If you have a teardrop tattoo, we're gonna be friends for life. I'm gonna make a friend. You my friend. So
well, that's good. That is so good. Maybe I should come and visit you and I'll do a show with you.
Yes, come on through.
I've never been to the Midwest ever.
Well, you could come. You might not come back, but
or you can come to California. But
I would love to come to California.
Yeah.
I would love it. I hope Posh Fest is in California.
I mean, okay, so AirPods Pro is $249, and then the AirPods 3 generation is $169.
I think I'm gonna go with the gift card because I feel like people could then do whatever they want with a gift card. Like, you might not want
it not be a Visa. So like
it can't be a Visa.
No, it has to be a gift card for a store. What you could do is do a Target gift card with your theme.
Yeah.
Target new with tags.
Or maybe I could do an Amazon one.
Yeah, you can do that one. I have a Best Buy outlet near me, so I might go there and see if they have any. They rarely have Apple products on clearance. That's never happens. So, but yeah, I'm on my Apple.
Because everybody doesn't want. I don't want to be presumptuous and be like, here's some Apple AirPods, and like my husband, he doesn't like Apple products. That's not.
But if you can get it for free, like it.
Yeah, that well.
I'm telling you. I'm just letting you know.
I don't know.
But it's okay.
I think I would rather have $100 than a product.
Okay, that'll be good. And then I'll do the AirPod ones when I can, and we'll see which show does better or which show. Because with the AirPods, I won't do words. I'll have to do clipping because I don't think there's only so many like I would have to. I do want to do a candle day on whatnot, like run 100 candles. Like if you miss Bath and Body Works candle day, come to JenDeals candle day. Cost of goods on candles is the highest, but my profit on them is the most.
Well, I got my 20
You know
candles
what
when it was
smells?
candle day.
Huh?
I said I bought my 20 candles when it was candle day here.
I did, yeah. And then people were asking me, why are you doing your shows? Because the sale's on. Like, why would I compete with the store?
Right.
No,
Yeah.
and then you kind of want people to miss you. Like you want that so they know what it's like. So I am doing a show February 10th before Valentine's Day to get your ass gifts in. The less Bath and Body Works shows that I do, Stephanie, the more money I make. I did Bath and Body Works 3 days a week. That was the worst decision of my life. First of all, it killed me to death. And number two, my sales were horrible. Horrible. But when I stepped back and did 1 or 2 shows a month, it went from $300 in sales to $1,000 in one Bath and Body Works show. That's how the price difference is. So the less shows I make with Bath and Body Works, the more.
So do you think like until I'm ready to do my big like 100 item plus size show, how can I get more people in the room in my smaller shows until then?
Market, download Metricool, go on to Instagram, if that's your top social media.
Right.
And number 3 is the most important thing that I need to do is go into other people's shows, hang out, support the community. I rarely do on, like, to be honest. Like, I don't see you in other people's shows, if that makes sense. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I wanted to see those people.
You see?
I was in 3 today. I'm trying.
Yeah, but I mean, go into the big people shows, go into the small people shows.
Yeah, I've been going to the small people shows, and so here's what I did. I've been going to the plus size shows because I do have a plus size show on Friday this week. It won't be my giveaway show, my $100 gift card, but I'll find some other stuff to give away. I'll give them some Starbucks gift cards or something. It won't be for
or get the Starbucks tumbler. Though people love those.
Can they be pre-owned?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see what.
Because I have several pre-owned ones that we don't like. Seriously, we have so many tumblers in our kitchen that I thought about maybe like giving a pre-owned one and putting a like gift card in there.
People love those. Yeah. Now Brooke Shop A1 Lane, she does a show on Thursdays. She lets people shout out. That's where I got Bath and Body Works. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would have ever. I was terrified to do the Bath and Body Works, and it came from my husband. He was like, "You should do it, and you should do it," and I'm all like, "I don't know." So she lets you shout out. With you, I would actually go in there, maybe buy something, and then say rerun it as a giveaway. Oh my God, 3Queens on RESELL. She's doing this. This is awesome. Everybody go follow her. That's another way.
Okay.
I know I heard
the thing is, okay, so it's not necessarily that I don't want to go support other people. I don't want to buy things. And that whenever I go into people's shows, I buy things. And I need to not be buying things. Like, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. So I have no problem buying things from people. I'll probably be like, that's cute. I'm not gonna donate it. I'm gonna keep it and wear it on Valentine's Day, but I could bid up some stuff and donate it back. But I've seen people do that, and I think that's really sweet.
But it works because I've done it. Yeah. I'm only telling you that I personally done. Like I personally done myself. I hit 1,000 followers my 3rd show on Whatnot, and everyone's that's great, but that was one of the shows where I lost money. So people don't know that part either. My 3rd show, $50 in sales, and a Bath and Body Works show was my first Bath and Body Works show was 0 profit. 0, not $1. But I gained. Oh my God, this is the first Bath and Body Works. I gained like 400 followers that show. People were just
Right.
coming in and
And
going
I
out
do
and coming
think on Whatnot, the following matters. I don't think it
all
matters
matter.
on. I don't think it matters on Posh Shows.
No, no, absolutely. I have 100,000 followers on Posh Shows, and it don't mean shit. But followers on Whatnot means everything. My 3,000 followers on Instagram, they actually come from Whatnot. They actually will watch my stories on Instagram and go into my shows and buy. I'm building that customer base, you know. Also with social media is changing. The owner or the CEO of Instagram, I follow him. I forgot his last name. It's a funny name. Masuri. He said that he thinks that they put too much emphasis onto reels, and they really want to bring back content like when you just post a picture on your profile. They really want to bring more back, and social media is now turning into more authentic content, in my opinion. And I follow Catherine Manning. She's really big on YouTube. She's now made over 1 million on her YouTube in her business. And I really love her because she's very it's authentic content. And she actually pivots and changes in her business and doesn't care if she loses followers. She follows her heart of what she wants to do. And I love watching raw content like that. Cameron Monet is another influencer, and all of these that I'm name dropping are not in reselling. And I find it very interesting that I relate to these creators so much, and they're not. I do follow a lot of people in reselling, but I really focused more on these content creators because I have now changed my content for this year is to switch reselling into what is for Jennifer. Make it more authentic to who I am. So I did a reel last week of a day in a life of a reseller to me. And I just filmed my husband and I. We went to IHOP, we ate breakfast, and then I filmed that we went to a outlet store, a bin store, and bought, and it got 15,000 views. And I'm like, what the hell? Out of all the other reels that I'm dancing around, singing, pointing to things, being funny, the one that is so simple gets all the views.
Well, and but I also think it's because you had your husband in there. My husband won't come on camera.
Oh no, that's
and I keep telling him he is my gold. Like, if I get him on camera, I'm blowing up. Like, he's my golden ticket. I just think there's something about that dynamic of
so
a couple.
I think that you should do like a day in a life of reselling to you. Like, hi, I am Stephanie. This is my husband. He is my partner that's in the business. And, just, you don't have to film his face. I didn't film. Well, I did a little bit when he was, because my husband does not like to be on camera either, but he has a choice now. Like, your ass has to come. But talk about how it would have been a really good reel if you filmed my first time picking up my pallet. This is how it went, and just filmed you going to go pick it up.
I have some footage. I just have a shower cap on because it's pouring down. I look a mess in this footage. Like, I'm gonna do something with it. It's at the end of my last YouTube video. I put the footage in, like, of us picking it up and me out in the rain, and my husband. Well, and in fact, my phone got that thing like water damage where it wouldn't charge because I am stupid and had my phone out in the pouring rainstorm. But I just look a mess in that footage.
Yes. So maybe with your next palette, you could be this is my second palette buy. I am so nervous. Let's see what I got, and you could do a part 1, do a part 2, do a part 3, and then there you have 3 reels.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
And
would
you need to,
actually like to get a truck next time and bring the whole box home. Cause we saw, like, we kind of saw what we were moving so fast. So I wasn't like, oh, that's cute. But we kind of saw the stuff as we were like putting it taking it out of the big box and putting it into the trunk of the car. I kind of want to rent like a pickup truck so we can bring the pallet. I don't know how we would get it off the truck at home because they have a pallet jack there that they literally just pick it up and put it in the pickup truck. But I'd kind of like to get one home and just be in my garage and be like, look,
yeah. So in order to do all that, you'll need a truck that has like a ramp.
Right. Yeah.
It has like a, and then number 2, you're gonna need that pallet jack. So you're gonna need that one that you can like pump it up and
Yeah.
then roll it. Be careful of putting that onto your drive. Even if it's flat, it can still crack that concrete.
Yeah.
So you have
We'll
to be
probably do
very.
it our bootleg way again. Just empty it out there.
Yeah, I always tell people it's better to empty it. But coming to my house in the street, no, I'm good with that. No, hell no, I'm not doing. I'm way too lazy for all of that. So
We have a long driveway too, so I would need them to back that up to the.
yeah.
I mean, I live in a cul-de-sac, so you can't leave it in the street. People can't drive. Like, we'd have to move that at least on our property.
Yeah. Yep.
But
So
so this road to 100K, Jen. I've done the numbers. We need to make $273.97 a day on average.
That's a lot.
I see. I think that's totally
Now,
doable. I mean, I
is that
could literally.
sales now? Is that sales or profit?
That is profit.
Okay.
I mean, you obviously don't have $2 because we could do that and we could spend that in Target. 273.
Yeah.
So back to school day, that ain't nothing. So definitely whatnot, I feel is a component of that for me. I would like to do, 50, at least 50K on whatnot this year or on auctions, and then regular sales. We were right at like 65, 7, like 70 something with Poshmark and eBay. I didn't throw in the Depop and all that, so probably closer to 80. So I feel like we could definitely get there if we get this whatnot piece figured out.
Yeah, I think that we can do it. I made $5,000 a year last year on Poshmark in sales. That's awful. That's my worst. But again, I only worked 6 months out of the year because I was so ill. So at 11,000 in sales on whatnot in 6 months. So I should do double that. And that's one of the things that really worked on that training with whatnot. You're gonna do short-term girls, long-term girls, goals. And if I want to go to 100 grand in sales, like we are on that road, I have to hire. That's what is stopping me. I don't have a VA and I need 2 people. I need a VA.
Well, because shipping, if you have a big, like even on Posh Shows, like you can only have 50 really at a time. I know there's ways you can delete and add more and all that, but if I have a Poshmark show, and people do buy in bundles, but even like organizing them all and then printing all the labels and shipping, like between that and our regular sales, that could take easily 4 hours out of the day.
Oh yeah, hours.
And I don't think people see that.
No, and see that on whatnot either. To source takes hours to source. For my Bath and Body Works show, it takes weeks to source, actually, not just hours, weeks. Then I go and do a show for an hour. Yeah, I sell out every time. And then it's hours of shipping. Just to, I shipped over 100 pieces my last show that took 4 hours because I'm by myself. Yeah. And so I definitely need a personal assistant to do the racks, like all behind me, number all
Yeah.
these and do all that. Because all this right here is not even listed. I ran it on Whatnot and it just didn't sell.
See, I don't like to run unlisted things. So I they're all in.
Any advice for shy sellers on going live sales? I sell on Poshmark anonymously currently.
My
Mhm.
my advice is just to do it, to develop a persona and just put your face out there and do it. I wouldn't say I'm going to be honest, because if you've ever seen me on Posh Shows, it seems like I got my life together. But before every live auction, I want to quit. Like, I don't want to do it. And then every time I just push start show, I just dive in. It is, I taught public school for 23 years, and there's nothing worse than being heckled by 13-year-olds, other than some weirdo coming in your comments on a live auction and saying something to you, and you're like caught off guard. But I would say you don't have to show your face. I've been watching a lot of auctions where people just have the rack and they put it on there and they are off camera talking and responding to the comments. So if it's you do have to talk, but you don't have to be on camera.
And I
So
disagree.
yeah, what do you think, Jen?
I think you have to show your face.
You think
And
I've seen lots of people not showing their faces.
Yeah, but their sales are probably like really awful. I'm sorry. I totally live sales, live shows, the keyword you need to put on a show. And I'm going to repeat this because I love this question and I get it a lot. Live selling is not for everybody. Let me read it again. Live selling is not for everybody. Not everyone is going to be good at it. Not everyone has a personality for it. And it's okay if live selling is not for you. It's nothing wrong with you if you don't want to go live or you feel uncomfortable or you're stage fright or it's just not for you. There's nothing wrong with that. There is not that it doesn't make you a bad person, but in my opinion, live sell, you have to show your face, you have to be personal, you have to put on a show. If you are struggling with being on camera, then I don't even think live selling is for you, because live selling is literally being live. Like, it's a live show and that's what it is. But if you don't want to do that, then that's perfectly fine. I listed 400 items last month and I made sales. Listing is still will be the game. That will never end, but I do believe it will dip because live selling is the way of the future. You either get on board with live selling or you're going to have to pivot your business in different ways. Because
so what about silent auctions?
I was totally against it. Totally against like silent auctions. I've done a multiple silent auctions and I've done horrible sales. But my friend Crystal Bear, she's done multiple silent auctions and done very well. So they have changed it though. Poshmark changed it. I like the new change. So for next month, I scheduled myself a silent auction every day at 10 o'clock at night. When I'm in bed, I can just run it. I think I haven't given Poshmark a chance. I've cut them off. Like I did a couple of really good shows and I hit $1,000 in one show. It was really well. But I don't think I was consistent. So I'm gonna be consistent. Everyone asking for Bath and Body Works on Poshmark. I get DMs constantly for that. So there's a girl that
yeah, Poshmark, the fee scale is different. So I could see Bath and Body Works being harder on Poshmark for one lotion. Do I really want to pay $7.95 in shipping?
They're in bundles. So they're doing like the spray and the body wash in bundles for $20 like starts. I did one mystery box of Bath and Body Works and it went to $50 and I made a really good profit. And I only did it once just to test it and it went really well. But I hope that answers your question. I'm not sure if but we have two different opinions. So
well, and
I hope
do silent auctions too. We do silent auctions at 3Queens Resell. I will say I was very not anti silent auction. But there is an audience for it. There are people who don't want the pressure of like bidding up. Like my silent auctions, really the price is the price. I have sold many things. I do one a day, like in the morning when I'm cooking breakfast, I'll start it and I'll basically just keep running the things until I need my phone for something else. And everything in that auction is the same price. So I don't have to think about it. I just have to keep starting it. So that might be, if you're really, really shy, try the silent auctions. I say try just get on there and do it. And then tag 3Queens Resell. Let me know when you're going live. I'll get in there and be your cheerleader.
Yep.
I'll mod for you. Mm.
That's what Poshmark needs is mods. I'm going to a Poshmark event on Thursday. I didn't tell you. I wasn't gonna go. Poshmark can have his love-hate. Really,
is Manish gonna be there?
I have no idea. It's a Poshmark event in San Diego. They picked the ghettoest venue ever. There are so many beautiful venues in San Diego that they could have picked. I'm talking off the beach. I'm talking like up in the rich area. I mean, they even could have picked a nice venue in the hood. No, they picked literally right across from the train tracks. Like, you think I'm joking? It's literally in the ghetto. Like it's a horrible venue. So I wasn't gonna go because of that. I was like, this is gonna be for the birds. But I'm pushing myself because this year I told myself that I wanted to travel and I wanted to be around like-minded individuals. And I still have a fear of being around big groups of crowds of people from the pandemic. I'm working on that with myself. It's a goal of mine to get out of that. I'm gonna catch COVID type of stage. It's a real fear. It's a real fear of being in big crowd. It really, I struggle with it. So I'm going outside the box. I signed today. I got my ticket last minute. So Thursday, I know Amanda Wise is gonna go because she's in Seattle today. So I know she's gonna be there. So I'm excited. I want to ask them a bunch of questions about the lives, about the new ownership, and we'll see. I don't know any. I met one person, seller, couple of sellers in San Diego, but I want to network.
Going to those events is always helpful to me. Even like doing live streams like this and coming on like and watching other people's live streams is helpful to me, because we are self-taught, and when you get in those groups of other people, they're like, oh, this is where I get this. I mean, they might not want to tell the world, but it's kind of like you'll trade secrets. Like, we are gatekeeping information. You've told me some information, like helped me out. Maybe we don't want to tell the world yet because, let me get my bag.
Nobody.
Then I'm just
giving you because I said I told you that the information that I gave you, I gave to another girl, and I told her, do not say nothing. Well, of course she did. And then she go, I can't get any pallets because everybody did them. Well, yeah, because you opened your mouth. Now we have to wait until they stop buying, because eventually people stop buying when they know the work. Because guys, buying pallets is backbreaking work. Isn't it backbreaking work?
It is.
It's backbreaking work, right? They get tired. They don't want to do the work anymore, and then they just stop buying. But
you don't get to pick. I mean, I will say I love to go thrifting, and I love the treasure hunt and I love going to my consignment shops and sourcing as opposed to a box of random stuff. Like, like I got some dog sweaters. Like I don't sell pet clothes, but I'm gonna have to list those on eBay because my dog is
Why
not
don't
gonna
you
wear
do
them.
a pet show on whatnot?
Well,
That's
I would
another
need more
one.
than I got 2 sweaters. I would need more. If I had 20 of them bad boys, yes, I would.
People look at like, what is never been done? Do things that have never been done. Make you the unicorn.
Yeah.
And
I am trying to niche down to plus size women. So that will be my main focus in sourcing going forward. Outside of like, when I do a palette, because when you do a palette, unless it's manifested plus size, like the Target and the
there's another
Nordstrom.
girl. Yeah, there's another girl on Poshmark that does plus size. Does it? She like 100 people in her. I think it's Curvy. What's her name?
She's
Curvy.
on Whatnot, or she's on Whatnot, and so I do go to her shows, and I follow everybody that's in there because they are shopping plus size. So I want them to follow me and come to my plus size show. I would have bought something, but she just didn't have anything like the one thing that I wanted, which was a Shein dress, was a 3X. That's too big for me, but there was some stuff that I and I commented, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. You can wear that on Valentine's Day. Oh, put a denim jacket with that. Like, so I do go to her shows. And I go to Nicole States and I try to go to the people who have like 7 people in their show. Basically to see like.
Right. So does she go? So is she on Poshmark or Whatnot?
No, she's on Whatnot. The thick and curvy.
No, there's one girl on Poshmark. No, there's one girl on Poshmark that has 100 people in her show, and she does plus size. What is her name?
Well, I'm gonna have to check her out too. Then I'm gonna go look
huge.
at her.
She's big. I mean, no, not her size, but her show. She has like 100 people or more in her show.
See, and one thing I don't like about Poshmark is that you can't follow people like that. Like it's not hyperlinked like it is on Whatnot.
It's not. So next month I'm gonna do a show on Poshmark. Silent shows every day at 10 o'clock at night. That's easy. And then what is next? I'm gonna do more Poshmark shows in general. And so I'm excited to let you know next week about how the Posh event went.
Yeah, I mean, yes, do tell. And you can find out next week if I'm still married or if my husband's divorced me because I keep buying things to resell. Because there's like some palettes here that I've been watching. I am a sucker for the live auction. I am.
So like more than one? You bid on more than one?
Well, I just watch them. I only bid on one at a time.
So your husband is what? Damn, Jennifer.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Oh my God.
There's one up in Chicago. I was like, how do you feel about driving to North Carolina? It was like, no. I'm like, what if we flew there and then drove home? Rented a U-Haul and drove home.
And what did he say?
Maybe. He said we had to work it out to see, like, and I agree from a business standpoint, like those are business expenses. Like if flying there, renting a car, is it gonna drive the items up so much per item that we can't get our money back? We can't break even, or I'm not a big fan of breaking even. I'm a big fan of profit, because when you just break even, that means you worked for free. So I'm like, I want to make a profit off of everything that we do. So, that's kind of, and I will say the Target palette, like we got our money back like within 2 auctions. So
wow, that's good. That's quick.
Yeah. So everything else that I have laying around the house, 2 rooms of clothes, is now like going to be pure profit. So even if I like, it takes me a year to sell through the rest of it and eventually decide to list it, I am going to do a Posh show silent auction with a lot of it. Because like I said, the silent auctions, the price is the price. I don't expect for people to bid up in the silent auction because I will say my Sunday night silent, I did a silent auction Sunday night. There were 36 people in there, like consistently 30 people the whole 2 hours I was just watching. Actually, we were driving back from Columbus, Ohio, so I was just in the car passenger seat, like, and there was over 30 people the entire time.
Because right now they have 204 pairs of shoes for $140. Because I want to do a shoe show on Whatnot, because that's where the money is really. Have you been to the sneaker shows?
I want to do a shoe show too, but I feel like I mean, with the shoes that I have in my house, I could do 100 pair shoe show. Like we easily have 100 pairs of shoes in stock. I'm like, we do, like out in the garage. I could do a shoe show with those shoes. But I find since shoes have such a wide variety of sizes that they don't get bid up as quickly.
That's true. That's true.
So, but I'm definitely that's my Stacy Matheny is my sister. She loves selling shoes.
Hi. Aww.
Shoes, and she's always talking about some purses. She makes big money on purses. She finds those high-end purses. Yeah. I just sold a hobo purse for like $220 on Poshmark. Ooh. It was still a tag.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a little hidey hole here in Central Indiana that we cannot divulge, but we try to beat each other there. And then she'll be like 20 minutes late, and she'll be like, "You got all the stuff? Did you get all the stuff?" "Yes, I bought it all." I'm like, if you want to beat me, be on time. I'm like, don't meet me there, beat me there, because I am taking it all. Like I am clearing the rack.
And I wonder where all the people that sell the high end Louis Vuitton, like, where do they get all that merchandise? I don't like. I'm jealous.
Probably those smash and grabs. It's probably hot.
Do you think so?
Yes. You are not. Where are you getting some? I think so. It's either fake.
No, it's not fake.
Where are you getting Louis Vuitton at wholesale?
You can't get all of their stuff is pre-owned. It's not at wholesale.
Oh, it's pre-owned. Well, we have at our consignment store, there is Louis Vuitton that we go to. There's Gucci, there's Prada, there's everything there. That's where I got my the Prada calf hair loafers that are going to be in my high end. I am doing a designer high end auction on Whatnot.
You are?
Yes. I did one.
Are you going to give away a $100 gift card?
Probably not, but you can get some $50 Pradas. I'm gonna reflect on it. Like, how many of these said 100 gift cards do I have to do?
I think for you, how many followers you have? How many followers?
I'm at 960 followers.
Okay. How many sales?
Let me look. Like 400.
Okay, so do this goal. You're gonna have 1,000 follower show. 1,000 follower show.
Yeah, I do want to do that because I should hit. Okay. My goal is to hit 1,000 followers by the end of the month, which is next week. So I'm on track to make it.
Okay, once you hit that, you're gonna schedule your 1,000 follower show. In my opinion, it should be in March and do like a March madness. That's what I would do. 12 days or 10 days of like find the leprechaun. Something like that. You can actually, since you're a teacher, like know how to put it like on the wall. You know, like if they win something, they can pick it up, and then if they find the leprechaun, like the pot of gold, that's a $100 gift card. You can do something like that. But make it fun. But I would do something like that. Or the first 20 buyers gets a free gift from my little pot of golds.
I'm gonna do something for Valentine's Day. I was
but definitely for your 1,000 follower show, I would do the $100 gift card or the AirPods or the iPad.
Didn't nobody say nothing about no iPad. That is not, you can have this broke down iPad that I got back here.
I'm trying to sneak that in. I'm trying to because when I said the AirPods, you're like, I don't even have any.
I don't. I'm not responsible enough. My AirPods come from Target. They're $25.
I have little ears. They don't work with my ears.
Yeah, but I okay. So for my $1,000 show, for my 1,000K show, 1K show, we're gonna have 100 pieces of plus size because I really want to kind of like start niching down the plus size. And we'll have $100 gift card and assorted other prizes.
Okay.
Like I have like a Dooney and Burke wristlet that I could have as a prize. It's pre-owned.
As a giveaway?
Huh? As a giveaway.
As a giveaway?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'll be nice.
I got some stuff. I got good stuff that my sister says I start my high end too low. Yeah, I probably do, but I don't pay much for anything. So like I always know like huh?
That's actually kind of good though.
Yeah, I don't want to.
When you're doing live sales, you're not looking at the sale item. You're looking at as all of your items and the total amount of sales. Right. I had bottles of lotion selling for $1 in my last show, and people were like, "How is she making a profit?" Because items that they were bidding on. I don't know what is it with these wallflowers, but these people pay me more than what the wallflower costs at Bath and Body Works. They pay me like more.
But I think some of them you can't get. Like they like
love those wallflowers.
Yeah.
But those wallflowers I pay nothing for. Absolutely zero. So all of that profit goes to the other items that didn't like do well. My lotions and sprays, I don't very well. I don't. Yeah. I sell them. I make a profit, but the two top sellers are my wallflowers and candles.
Well, so I will say I start things at the profit point. Like I'm not like I see like ZK Sales and Nicole State and those people starting things at $1, and I think that's awesome that they can do that and they get bidded up, but I'm not at that point yet. And so I start things at a point where I'm going to make a profit. So I'm not going to start at $1 because I don't have that type of following that is going to bid it up, and I'm not going to put a pair of Prada loafers in there at $1 and I've got 50, 60 bucks into them, and expect them to go to 150. So I have my little note sheet, like, and that's one thing I do like about Whatnot is that you can put the starting bid in there. So like, I don't have to remember. On Poshmark, I have to remember, and sometimes I don't. So like, I cheat myself a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Because I start things too low, and then I have to hope that it gets bidded up. And which in the plus size show it does, but yeah. So, well,
Yeah.
what time is it there?
6:38.
Oh, you still got the whole night.
We've been on. I know. We went on for an hour and 39 minutes. This has been so much fun. I am so excited about doing this over and over and over again.
Okay, so we have to set an intention for the week. So what is our intention? What are we both going to do this week?
Our goals for the week.
Okay, chat, you're going to do it too. All y'all in the chat, all you reseller friends, we're going to set an intention.
Are there more people there?
We have we have 2 people. We've had this up to like 9 or 10 at one point.
Good, you are famous.
Oh gosh, no.
So, what are you closing your month in sales? Because we have 5 more days, you know.
I want to get to 5,000 in sales at least for the month.
Okay. I'm not even there. I think on Poshmark I sold maybe.
I think I'm at 3,800.
Damn, you're good.
Because Poshmark is Bay, but I want to make that on Poshmark and whatnot.
Yeah, and how is eBay? Because I was gonna.
eBay is a sad story for me, but I am not going to give up on eBay.
You're not.
I'm gonna keep it. I kind of feel like it's me. I'm the problem because I've been told time and time again.
Yeah, I dropped Macari and Depop. I'm done.
Okay, so we do pretty consistent on Depop. Macari is so weird because I will have no sell, and then look up and I've sold 10 things in a day on Macari. I don't know what their algorithm is. It's crazy. So we keep it around just because it's like, oh, we have $400 in sales on Macari like this week. Like it's bizarre. And Macari has got a little place in my heart. It's technically the first app that I listed something to sell on. Poshmark was the first one I was on, but I was a buyer. But Macari was what kind of kicked it off. So I'll keep it around. And with List Perfectly, it's really not that big a deal. But we did get rid of Facebook Marketplace and Kitizen and Grailed. Okay. We don't list on those 3 anymore.
Okay. That's good.
So I say we make a listing goal. Let's say we're going to list 100 items
in the next 5 days.
In the next 5 days.
100 items? Holy shit.
What do you think, chat people? Can we list 100 items in the by the end of the month? Let's say is that 5 days from now? 6 days. I think we can all do it. Okay, so if you are not, if you're a reseller like that doesn't have, you're not there yet, like so you decide what, if you're listing 1 item a day, because my friend Arlene is gonna be watching this, I know, and she is a baby like reseller that doesn't even list like 3 items a week. So 100 items in the next week is like ridiculous for her. So if she could list like, we have to have like a baseline percentage. Like Jen and I are full timers, so we need to list. But Stacy's like, nope, she ain't listed. But maybe like someone, if you are like a novice reseller and you want to grow your business, and let's say you're under,
you can do it. Yay.
Yes. Yes. You know, those newbie resellers that are just getting started, like maybe, but by the end of the month, you get 10 items listed. Jen and I are going to do 100 a piece, though. Does everybody edit? So
All right, so
you pick a number that is challenging, but is not
I can do
unrealistic.
it because I did 100 every week last month, so I can do 100. I know I can.
Yeah, it's just sitting down and doing it.
Yeah.
I know I can because I don't have to steam and take pictures. I just have to
So,
list.
but I do need to prep my shows for the upcoming because I'm going to start doing Posh Shows. I'm going to just do it. I don't care if no one comes, but I think if I keep doing it, I be consistent.
That's how
I
I feel
know
about
with
Whatnot. I'm like, eventually
I know
Whatnot is going to move me up in the algorithm because they're going to be like, this girl keeps mentioning us on TikTok. We might as well show her.
Yeah. And we'll go over tagging on TikTok. We need to go over thumbnails. We need to go over YouTube Buddy, how to use that. So, but download Metricool. Don't forget
I
about
am. I'm
that.
going to before I go to bed because I'm interested to see
You can
where
go on your phone or on your computer. It's much better. But and you need to pick brand colors. I see in your picture on your YouTube channel, I can see a sink behind your like picture. So if you go to I just uploaded a new picture on my YouTube channel.
I'm like, what
And you
is
can
going
see
on? Let me see. Oh, I can pick a new photo. Oh yeah, because I was in my bathroom. I'm so
yeah, so
unprofessional.
it's okay. So, but if you go to my YouTube channel, like
I
I
see your
just put in
picture.
a
You look all cute, and I look like
you
so
look
in this
different.
picture, I have a sink
I can
behind
see
me,
this. Yeah,
and
all that has to go.
I have my workout shirt on. So as you
Yeah,
could
so
tell, I was really serious about this picture. But
I wanted to
I thought my hair
photos.
looked cute, and you could see my dimple, and you couldn't really see my double chin. That's why I picked this picture.
So I want to take professional photos. That's a next goal, for all of my marketing. And all of that. Let me go into your YouTube channel just real quick and see. Let's go to videos.
Change.
So, yeah. So what you do is you're gonna go to the most popular videos. So the one that got the most views were ones with the dark background. And your face was by itself and light lettering. So you want to do that on all of your thumbnails then.
So
because people like that. People obviously clicked on it because they like that.
Okay.
Okay.
So dark background, just my face, and light lettering.
Yeah, white lettering. Yeah. So let's go back to home. Let's go back to your recently uploaded. And you have how many videos?
I think I have like 150.
Okay, that's good. You just need to keep. YouTube is also a whole nother game.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is.
And I have like 4 that I need to edit. Cause see that like I'm trying to like to do things when I have time, and a lot of times I won't start on YouTube unless I can get the whole video done. But I've learned to like, okay, let me get it to this point, and then I can move on. Like, and I don't know. Stephanie's just doing too many things, but this is the life of an entrepreneur. So
yes.
I'm trying
So
to
I have 182 subscribers, so I'll probably hit that 1,000 this year. But my watch time hours are low. I only have 574. I used to have 2,500, but I went through my YouTube channel and I prioritized and deleted a lot of videos that were not pertaining to my niche. I do want to bring in more personalized content. So I did do a video on being 40 with high blood pressure. That did not do well, but that's okay. I did a video about about the scammer on Whatnot. Did you know
How
about
did that
that?
one do?
330 views. It did okay. I've done a lot of YouTube shorts. So short film content will always do well. Don't forget that. I did a video on how I had surgery and all that. So more personalized content is where to go. I think with you, if you just bring in like how reselling is for you and your husband, I think it'll do really well.
Yeah, I definitely think see that as a good way to go, just because like Ginger Marvin, like that reselling couple, and Rally Roots, like people like a team.
So your husband is just gonna have to get on.
You don't have to jump on this train.
Choo choo.
Most of the time he can be persuaded.
So does your daughter know you have a YouTube channel and all that?
Yes, and she does. Her little friends follow me. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
and they follow me on TikTok, and I follow them. We all see each other.
And what does she think about it?
Um, she's she thinks it's great. She just wants me to be happy, and
That's good.
yeah.
That's
So I'm trying to change this picture and it won't let me. I'll have to do it later in life. But yeah,
good.
she we she's the one that kind of got me started reselling. Uh so she's excited about it, and then of course I have to take everything to the next level. So here we are. Here we are, just
So, yeah, I'll definitely have to do a YouTube video about how to market your Whatnot show. But when is your next Whatnot show?
the next one is on. Well, I hadn't planned on anything for tomorrow because I had a full day, but we have a snowstorm coming, so everything has canceled, all of my plans. But I think I'm just gonna not have a show tomorrow because I don't have any planned on either platform. Um, so then Wednesday or Thursday, I'm doing a kids show on Whatnot, and I'm gonna do a Target show, a palette show.
So you have Canva, right?
Yeah.
What do you use for nails on Whatnot?
Yeah, I've been making my thumbnails on Canva, and I have like a thumbnail for the kids show, a thumbnail for the plus size show, a thumbnail for the Target show. So I've just got them saved.
So you're gonna save that. You're gonna go to Whatnot, your profile, and link that, post it onto your profile so people can see it today, since your show is coming.
So hold on, let me get back to you. Let me go back to you. There we go. So
It's on your phone, on your
on
phone, onto Whatnot. So it'll be right on your header right here.
okay.
You're gonna click on that, and then it'll say you can, or you can go right up to the plus sign on the right,
Okay.
and then you click on that, and it'll say create story, and that's where
Okay.
you want to make it.
And that's where I put the thumbnail.
Yeah, you're gonna upload the thumbnail there. Then you're gonna go to your Instagram. You're
And
gonna
upload.
upload the thumbnail there, add the link, and then you're gonna do a story. Hey, if you guys want some good sales, blah blah, on XYZ, and that's how that's gonna go.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. Let me see. I gotta go get some. It's gonna be a snowstorm tonight and tomorrow, so I'll have to go get some fun giveaway stuff.
Yes, like they like AirPods.
Probably not. We'll have to wait and we'll have to let me get my coins together. Let me see how these giveaway numbers are looking.
I can just see you looking like try your mind.
I am gonna do it.
But this is just my opinion. Like, you don't have to go what I say. I just think you're gonna love it. Just like what I told you about the palette company, I think you're gonna do it and you're gonna get hooked. Because I literally,
you know what? Some of the money that these people are making on these shows, they can definitely afford to give away $100 gift card. Like, I mean, when I see Nicole State, like, she'll make that on one sweater, in her show. And the one thing I will say is I feel like I have some nice quality things. I am working on getting larger sizes because that through this auction process, I've noticed that larger sizes do better. So I am working on sourcing larger things in those Lululemon, Free People, Alice and Olivia, in those sought after brands. But I feel like I have some great things. Like, sometimes I see her auction things and I'm like, I have that. Like, listed on Poshmark right now. Like, I want to type in the chat, like, go to my Poshmark. All you people who didn't win it, go to my Poshmark closet. It's there for like $26 instead of $74.
So, are you still gonna be going to the bins?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it. My friend, those are my coworkers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the LA bins with my friend. So I've been to the LA bins once. So we'll see.
I went to the bins today because I was supposed to go.
She says it's lit. She says that the LA bins that she goes to is lit. She said it's wonderful.
I mean, it's been kind of slim pickings. But when I was there today because we got this snowstorm coming, so I wasn't sure. They might be making up stuff. It might not be nothing, and so when I was checking out, Thelma, she's the cashier, she was like, "Are you coming tomorrow?" I was like, "No, it's a snowstorm." And she's like, "Girl, we're gonna be open. Come tomorrow. You're gonna be the only one in here." So I might come tomorrow. I might put on my husband will be like, "What are you doing?" Like,
yeah,
risking your life to go to the bins. But
yeah, maybe you can list those items that are small.
Yeah, so this time when I went today, I was specifically looking for plus size things for my plus size show, and I look for plus size. It's like when I see it, I know it. Like, I want mature plus size, but I also want like young, fun plus size too. Because plus size women are all ages. Like, you can be 18 or 58 or 68. So, and I always ask the ladies like what they want me to look for. And so, like, blazers, every week they're like, "Can you find more blazers?" And of course, like, plus size blazers are hard to come by. So when I find one, like, I had one that I got last week, it was new with tag, so that really helped it out. I started it at $15 and it got bid up to $45.
Wow.
So I just really think like, I mean, I am technically not plus size anymore. I'm like a large, extra large, but I'm one burrito from tipping back over there. And after this snowstorm, I'll probably be plus size again. So I kind of
Yeah.
like live in that plus size space, and that's where I'm like most comfortable at. So I'm like a mid-sized like I'm not too big, I'm not too like right now I'm like a mid-sized woman, and I feel like you either really tiny or there's nothing really like for my size out there. Like, so that's why in plus
Mhm.
size I include like extra large because
I see.
I'm technically a large. I just prefer things to be not fitted. Like I like room. I don't like my clothes to be right on me. So that is,
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited. We're gonna list these 100 items. I'm gonna find $100 to, I'll tell Courtney I can't send her $100 tuition because I gave it away to somebody on Whatnot. And she'll look at me like, Mom, I need groceries. I'll be like, it's okay. We're gonna make it back. Mama's gonna make it back.
Yes. I'm telling you, I really believe you're going to do well. And I think that if you do the $100, you'll see it.
So do you advertise that you are giving $100 gift card away when?
You decide when you book that show, when you book that 1,000 follower giveaway show, when you hit and you're ready to do that show, you start advertising immediately.
Okay.
Hmm. But Metro Cool will tell you which platform you're getting the most.
Okay.
Hmm. Maybe do a YouTube video. If YouTube is the platform that you're getting the most viewers, then you're going to want to do a YouTube video of how to win, or I'm giving away $100 gift card. Say,
Okay.
I know I'm doing, and show the items that you're going to sell
Right.
in your YouTube. No one's doing that on YouTube.
I have thought about that. I've thought about doing a YouTube video and then having the show like the following day so people can
Mhm.
have time to see it and then come over and
Does
bid.
your husband edit YouTube videos? Is he good at
No,
that or no?
he doesn't do any. He's asleep right now.
Damn.
I know. Mhm. He does shipping. That's why we ship
Is he
next
even
day. We get so many 5-star reviews and it always says fast shipping. He will get up and ship some stuff.
really?
Mhm.
Wow, that's good.
He gets
That's
it. He
good.
goes through all the platforms and does all the shipping. He steams. I have bags of stuff that I haven't done a YouTube haul on, so but he's got some stuff down there. He won't clean shoes. We need to work on that. We need to get him. I tried to train him and he didn't do a good job. You know that male thing where you're like, I can't do it. So then I just do it. But no, he needs to clean the shoes. Um,
And maybe you will persuade me to go to Posh Fest. I've never been.
you need to go. I
Never
have so
been.
many. It's like summer camp. I cannot wait to go to see my PFFs that I met last time, like in
I don't
person.
know.
We like
It
chat.
better not be in Florida.
Well, it probably would. I don't know. There's 50. I hope it. I would love for it to be in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is reasonable as far as hotel space, and we have 3 bins. We have
We
3
should do
bins.
it in Michigan.
People, we could spread
Las Vegas.
out. All the poshers could spread out and go to 3 different bins.
Oh,
But
and there is a meetup for Whatnot in Savannah, Georgia.
oh, one of
The
my
end,
friends is in Savannah, Georgia.
yeah, the end of February. Is that far
Savannah,
from you?
it's about 9 hours drive. I would have to fly there.
Okay.
I mean, most places, you know, I mean,
But
I've
the
driven to
hotels,
Atlanta.
hotels expensive, it's like $200 a night.
Oh, that's actually a good price for a hotel.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. We when we were in New York, I think our hotel was like 5 something a night.
Ooh. How long
Yeah.
did you stay?
I think we were there 2 or 3 nights.
Oh,
3
okay.
nights at that one. Yeah. Hotels have gone since the pandemic, I feel like hotels have really gone up.
Okay. All right, my friend. Well, we'll end it here. It's been almost 2 hours. I had so
Ye
much fun. This is so much fun.
Right. And so I'll see you next week and I'll advertise our show. So you advertise it too.
Yes,
And
I
then we'll
will.
have
Uh,
a lot of
is it going to be on my channel next week?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it on your channel.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right,
Send me
friends.
that thumbnail. You did a good job with the thumbnail. I love it.
Oh, good. How do so I can just email it to you, right?
Yeah.
Or you
Oh,
know
the
what?
huh.
You can screen grab it if you have a Mac, because that's what I did with your thumbnail with
Yeah,
your picture.
that'll be great. Okay.
All right,
That's what I'll do.
friend. What
All right.
thank you those of you in the chat. We will see you next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for joining us. And don't forget your listing goal. We're going to expect everybody. Hope you understand the assignment. We're going to expect everybody to report back on their progress. Have a good
Yes, ma'am.
evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.